Hello, everyone out there. It's a screencast. Math you should know. Division with decimals. It's Mr. S. And being joined today by a very special guest. I have a mathematician, sixth grader, Gage B. Would you say hello to the people, Mr. Gage B?
Hello.
There he is. That's Gage B. And Gage B in class today had some amazing thoughts. I thought I'd ask him to join us today on the screencast as we go through division of decimals. Now, yesterday we did division, but there were remainders. And today we took our first step forward to being full sixth grade mathematicians by getting rid of some of the remainders and some of the kind of more elementary school things that we've been doing with division. And now we have some decimals. Some reminders before we move forward. While we're dividing, I highly recommend using this. What is this, Gage?
This is life-changing paper.
And we use this to keep things in order, put one number per box, and because I'm not very good with technology yet, we will not be able to do this on the podcast. Or I think it's a screencast. Oh, look, if you could see him, you'd see Gage being sad. This hasn't changed no matter how we divide. We have 5 separate steps. First, we're going to divide. Think about a number we're going to divide into a larger number. We're going to multiply, we're going to subtract, we're going to bring down, and then go back and repeat. And the part where we set up the division problem is really why Gage is here today. He's an expert. And why don't we just cut to the chase, Gage? Should we get to a math problem?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's do that. So here we go. No, that's not it, is it? There it is. That's a math problem.
Yeah.
Now, we've talked in class about there's 3 parts of a division problem. There's a quotient. How would you describe a quotient?
It's pretty much the answer.
It's pretty much the answer, okay. This is what I love. A dividend, right?
The dividend is the number inside of like the little den that you make.
We're going to make a little den. Now, in case you're in screencast land thinking, what is he talking about? Here it comes. There it is, friends. There's the den we speak of, that's our division symbol. So the dividend always goes in there. And is it the first number?
Yes.
Or the second? Yes, it's the first number. It's not the second one. It's our divisor. So when we're setting this one up, Gage, what goes in our den? I love it. I absolutely love it.
The 7 and 7/10.
7 and 7/10. And correct me if I'm wrong, 7 and 7/10 is actually smaller than 14. So we have 7 and 7/10 of something. What do you think it is, Gage? Pounds of something. Probably not what we did in class.
Medicine.
Maybe if I was a doctor, I needed medicine for 14 different patients. I don't know. Well, we'll move forward. We talked about when we're dealing with decimals as in our dividend. What do we do with that decimal? What's the very first thing I need to do?
You want to bring the decimal point up.
Straight up. And if I had paper, life-changing paper, that would be super easy.
Yeah,
so we're going to do our best to keep this nice and straight today. All right. Here are our steps. We got divide. We've got multiply. We've got subtract. We got bring down. And repeat. Rinse and repeat, just like my hairdo in the morning. If you could see my hair, you'd know why that's funny. Oh, there. Maybe that's the reason why. Maybe this is more like 7.7 ounces of shampoo for 14 bald dudes. Maybe.
I can't name 14 bald dudes.
Well, one I can know of.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. So let's walk through this one step at a time, the divided part. Can 14 go, is there a number times 14 that gives me 7?
No.
Not really. I mean, 0, I guess.
Yeah.
And I guess we could put a 0 there if we wanted to, but we're not going to go that route. We're going to stretch it one more place value. And now we have 77. So some number, and that number's, I'm working right in this column now, times 14 will give me 77 without going over.
Try 5.
Try 5. Oh, what? Oh, what's that called, by the way? When you try 5 in my class?
Isn't that the other gauge method?
The gauging method, yes. It's a very cool method. It really gets us pretty close half the time.
Yeah.
Right. By the way, how's my math so far? See how close? See, I took my time. Right.
Close.
They're very close. So I don't think we're going to get any closer.
No.
My math brain tells me 5 should be the answer. All right, so what do I do next, Gage? Where do I go with this?
You're going to want to carry the 70 right under the 77.
Right, that's the multiplying part.
And you do not want to erase your work. You want to keep
He's
that
talking
right
about
there.
this right there, Gage. I agree 100%. What do we do next?
You subtract.
I had 77 or something and subtracted 70 out.
7.
7. And now I BD. What's BD?
Bring down.
Oh.
There's nothing to bring down, but there's a 0. And
There's a hiding 0 right here we can bring down. Look at that. That worked out quite nicely. This would look a lot nicer if it was on grid paper, right? I mean, I'm sorry, life-changing paper. Let's not sell this any short. And look, he's told us, when I say he, I mean, Gabe told us, save this work. And why? Well, look,
It works
if I divide,
out.
no, we divide, I'm going to put a 5 above that 0 we just added.
Yeah.
So we're going to say 5 times 14 is 70. Subtract.
0.
And ladies and gentlemen, there you go. That's how you divide with decimals. Gage, wouldn't you love it if people would comment on our video broadcast? Wouldn't that be great? If you
Yeah.
so please, if you're watching and could shoot us an email and let us know how we're doing, we very much appreciate that. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the math you should know.